Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be starting a new topic. We're going to be starting with financial modeling. So we start this topic by looking at something called simple interest, all right? So if you're playing along with the Hazy 12 General textbook, so we're looking at chapter 7A, all right? Simple interest is calculated each year as a fixed percentage of the original invested amount, okay? So in other words, this means the amount of interest earned each year remains the same, okay? So we're looking at that initial investment and calculating the interest off of that value. So the interest paid on a simple investment is given by the following formula. I, so the interest, is equal to P times by I times by N, where P is the principal, so the initial investment, I is the flat rate of interest per annum, so per year, and we write that as a decimal, making sure that it's in decimal form, and then N is the time in years. All right, we don't want months, we want it in years. So with that, I'm going to go through a couple of examples that you might come across, all right? So example one, $15,000 was invested at a flat rate of 15% per annum. So when you see that per annum, you know that means per year, over 5 years and 3 months. Part A, calculate the simple interest earned, and Part B, find the total value of the investment. So for Part A, we start by converting all the information in the question given into the form we want it. So for interest, we want it in decimal form. So we take 15% and we change that or convert that to our decimal form. So 15% equals 0.15. And then we need to do the same thing for the time. We want to put that into just years. So 5 years and 3 months. 3 months is 1/4 of a year. So that's 5.25 years. Now, if you get, say, 5 months, then I would go onto your calculator, do 5 divided by 12 to get that decimal, okay? And then add it to the total years. All right, so now we jump to our formula. So I equals P times by little I times by N. So we're just substituting in all of our values, putting it into our calculator, and we find that the interest earned was $11,812.50. Please make sure if you've got 0.5 on your calculator, you are adding that 0 on the end. It is super important for this topic that we have the correct notation. All right, so making sure that we write 50 for 50 cents, okay? So that is over 5.25 years. Now the total value of the investment is the principal investment times by the interest earned. All right, so $15,000 times by 11,812.50 cents is $26,812.50. Okay, so it's as simple as just plugging and playing into our formula. Now the second kind of example you'll see is trying to figure out either the time frame of the investment, the initial investment sum, so that the initial principal sum, or the interest rate that the investment was set at. All right, so the process is the same for all three. We're going to run through an example where we're trying to find the principal amount. So over a 4-year period, $200 of interest was earned on an investment at 5% per annum, simple interest. What was the principal amount invested? So straight away, we're going to write out our formula, all right? Writing it out in I equals P times little I times N form. Substituting in the information we know. So we know capital I, we're given that. We know little I, we're given that, all right? Just convert it to decimals. And we're told the year period, all right? So we know that, so we're going to substitute that in. Then what we're going to do, we're going to rearrange for our unknown, all right? So dividing both sides by the numbers on the right-hand side will give us our unknown. So P equals 200 divided by 0.05 times by 4. And all we do now is put that into the calculator, which is equal to 1,000. And then we just finish off by stating our answer. So $1,000 was originally invested. All right, hopefully all of that is pretty clear. So again, this same process can be used to find the other unknowns, the interest rate and the time frame. All right, so please have a crack at 7A and we'll see you guys next time.